Some of President Trump's biggest policy changes have been about trade and the economy, and his decisions can have a big impact on Western Pennsylvania.
KDKA's Julie Grant was invited to Washington, D.C. today to cover today's summit between the president and the South Korean president. And while she was there, she had a chance to speak to the counselor to the president. She joins us live from Washington, D.C., where she just wrapped up an interview with Conway. Julie.
Susan and Stacy, good evening to you both. Remember when President Trump withdrew from the Paris Accord, saying specifically, "I was elected to represent the citizens of Pittsburgh, not Paris." Well, today when I spoke to the counselor to the president, Conway, she told me that not only is that alliterative, but it's also very true that the president has the people of Western Pennsylvania on his mind with his trade policies and in particular with the steel industry. President Trump believes if we don't have steel, we don't have a country. And it's one of many reasons the people of Western Pennsylvania are on his mind.
Of a country. He looks at steel as part of the heart and soul, the fabric of America. And he's made good on that talk with policies where he has put forth tariffs on steel and aluminum. And what he's trying to do is get some of those mills to reopen, get some of those steel mills to reopen, trying to stabilize the workforce in that particular industry.
The president has said many times he wants his trade policies to be good for the American worker and America's interests. This certainly includes the policy for tariffs on imported steel that's currently on hold.
As you know, the president has been announcing 1 month halts on any policies, and we do expect that deadline is coming up again. And I have been part of those conversations, but I certainly don't want to reveal any policy. But I think this is one great example where the president, going back to being a candidate and certainly as president, has made very clear where he stands.
The counselor to the president says President Trump is always mindful that he was elected on an America First agenda.
It's an America First trade policy. This president is for trade, but he's for fair, free, reciprocal trade. That's the key. He feels like this country's been making bad trade deals for decades, and he's right. Look at the statistics. And he just wants these deals to be more fair to Americans and American workers. Now, I would tell you as campaign manager, now counselor to the president, if there's one thread beyond patriotism in America that is really sown through much of what President Trump does and says, it's fairness.
The other thing that I discussed with the counselor to the president is the administration's efforts to combat the opioid epidemic and what the administration specifically wants the people of Western Pennsylvania to know. I will have that for you coming up tonight at 11. Reporting live at the White House, I'm Julie Grant, KDKA-TV News.